Hello everyone. In this class we will discuss about B cell activation, right? B cell activation takes place in the secondary lymphoid organ. Whenever they encounter an antigen, they get activated and they start proliferating and give two types of daughter cells called plasma cells and memory cells. So plasma cells lifespan is very less, they get apoptized, whereas the memory cells, they contain anti-apoptotic BCL2 protein, they can survive for the secondary immune response, right? So the process of stimulating these B cells to produce antibodies by humoral response is called B cell activation. See, the plasma cells, differentiated B cells are the plasma cells. They produce antibodies. Okay, antibody mediated immune response, simply we call it as humoral immune response. Usually B cells are bursal in origin, right, in aves, right, and in the bone marrow of the human beings. So simply we can say that B cells are bursal or bone marrow derived lymphocytes. Whenever they attack an antigen, they get activated, start proliferation, and they differentiate into plasma cells and memory cells to bring upon the humoral response, because plasma cells, they produce antibodies. So antibody mediated immune response, we call it as humoral response. So how the activation takes place? The basic idea of activation is activation of B cells begins with an antigen. When an antigen enters the body, it reaches the tissues, then into the blood and into the spleen, right? Spleen is the secondary lymphoid organ where exactly the B cells become functional, right? So this is the mature B cell. Here you can see clearly they have receptors called BCRs, right? Mature B cell receptors are called BCRs. They origin in the bone marrow. Whenever they meet an antigen, here you can see the antigen will have special antigenic determinating sites called epitopes, right? So these BCR receptors, they go and bind with epitopes of an antigen. Immediately whenever they cross link with this antigen, they start differentiating. It means they get activated, start proliferating, and produces two different kinds of cells, right? So antibody producing plasma cells and memory cells. See, there are two different kinds of activations. In the first kind of activation, T independent B cell activation, there will be no memory cells produced, only the plasma cells are produced, right? So when the B cell activation produces memory cells, see, T dependent B cell activation, it means for the activation of B cells, T helper cells are also needed. And even for the production of memory cells, there is a requirement of T helper cells to activate the B cells. So let us understand clearly what you mean by the B cell activation without the help of T cell in this process, right? So first mode of B cell activation is T cell independent activation. Before that, we have to understand what are T cell independent antigens. So T cell independent antigens, we can say that thymus independent antigens are mostly polysaccharides, or they may be the glycolipids. Whenever a B cell meets such kind of antigens, directly they get activated without the help of T helper cell, right? So if you can observe here in the picture, this is the antigen with multiple epitopes. Whenever the B cell meets with these epitopes, immediately clustering of BCR takes place. It means more cross-linking will be there here. So immediately the antigen which can trigger the B cell activation, without, here you have to stress a point, you have to notice a point, we are just activating the B cell without T helper cell. Just B cell is meeting antigen and it is clustering with BCRs. Okay, what do you mean by clustering? Just these BCR receptors, they go and bind with these epitopes, different kinds of epitopes. You can observe here red one, blue one, black one, orange. Okay, I have differentiated with colors, right? You can clearly understand by looking at the picture, right? And then now after the clustering, such kind of antigens which can trigger the B cell activation without the help of T cell, we call such kind of antigens as T independent or thymus independent antigens. Simply we can denote it as TI antigens. Okay, now after activation, they start proliferating. right? They start proliferating. You can here clearly understand they start proliferation and produces plasma cells, but not memory cells. Okay, for the production of these memory cells we need T helper cells. Okay, only just antigen comes, it triggers the B cell, start proliferation, and plasma cells are produced. These plasma cells, they produce antibodies. First type of antibodies which are produced by the plasma cells are IgM antibodies, right? So such kind of activation we call it as T independent B cell activation, right? Now what happens with the T dependent B cell activation? Here comes the first signal, just B cell binding with antigen. You have to understand important point here. There the antigen is with multiple epitopes, but here antigen is only with single kind of epitope. B cell cannot cross-link much with such kind of antigens. Mostly T dependent antigens are proteins. Protein based antigens, they will have only single type of epitope, not like polysaccharides and glycolipids. So clustering will be very less. Here comes the first signal. Then immediately the B cell give rise to a co-stimulatory receptor, right? And the MHC peptide antigen processing takes place. Whatever the antigen here has binded up with, that gets processed and that has been presented in the MHC peptide complex, right? So immediately same antigen can activate T helper cell also. Now here comes the T helper cell. Whatever the CD40 cluster differentiation 40 receptor which is projected by these B cell will be binded up with the ligand of T helper cell, that is CD40 ligand will be binded up here with this receptor, and another antigen which is presented. Okay, here B cell is acting as antigen presenting cell because it is showcasing the antigen, processed antigen in the MHC peptide, major histocompatibility complex. Now T helper cell bind up with MHC and CD40 receptor. Here comes the second signal, right? On this interaction between the B cell and T cell, it start triggering the B cell and proliferation starts here. It gives two different kinds of cells by giving a third signal. Okay, here it produces cytokines, interleukin 4. Now B cell receptor, cytokine receptor will accept these cytokines, then start proliferation and produces the plasma cells and also the memory cells. Remember, T independent B cell activation will not produce memory cells, but only the T dependent B cell activation can produce memory cells. So this is the end of B cell activation.